Hello to everyone. I hope that you're all doing very well. My name is Maya and I'm an astrotherapist. So, welcome to the channel Divine Astrology. Today, we're going to talk about the sign of Virgo. But before I start talking about the planets and their energies, I have to say something very important for this sign. I have to mention one fixed star that on some level bathes the energy of the Virgos, and I think the Virgos, they have a lot of problems with with this energy, and it doesn't matter if you do or do not have a planet in conjunction with this fixed star, but it's very important. I'm talking about Zosma. Zosma lies on the 10th degree of the sign of Virgo and represent the mother who is sacrificing herself for the people she likes or loves. And while she's sacrificing, she's not appreciated, she's not respected at all. But when she dies, she becomes a saint. Yes. So, I have a son in Virgo. And while I was learning all of this, reading, working with my clients, now working with my students, I have to say that I at one point I become aware of this, that I was a servant my whole life on some level. I was serving to my family, to my friends, to people I loved or love on some level. And then all that serving at one point made me really ill. And that was the moment when I changed everything. And when I stopped serving to others and I start serving to myself. That doesn't mean that I do not love. That doesn't mean that I'm not there. That doesn't mean that I will not help. No. That just means that whatever I do in my life, from that precise moment, whatever I did in my life or whatever I will do in my life, I will do from the moment I want to do it. I enjoy doing it. That's all. I figured out that we are servants and we are serving because on one level we expect something in return, and that's a big problem. And now I will explain you why. In the sign of Virgo, we have 4 planets. We have Venus, Mercury, Jupiter, and Neptune. Venus, the most important planet in the sign of Virgo, is not Mercury, it's Venus. We have the fall of Venus. We have Mercury, which is the ruler, and Mercury here is as well as in exaltation. And because of that exaltation, you are not aware of the Venus. Trust me, because your mental stage is so powerful, because you're thinking, you are in a thinking mood, you can do a lot of things, you are becoming a multi-practic, doing 2 or 3 things at the same time. You're not aware of your Venus. And because when something emotional happens, you are on a very pragmatical moment, just thinking about it and trying to make emotions realistic without really I just forgot the word, without really sensing it, exploring it through your body. You just put your emotion into your head and then start thinking about it. And yes, you're not aware of the Venus at all. And we have a Jupiter and Neptune. Jupiter will spread anything those 2 planets are doing. Will spread, and Neptune will make an illusion or will give you imagination. So let's talk about low vibrational level. As I already said, when you're not aware of the Venus, when you're not aware that Venus is in fall, and you're not aware because of the Mercury is so strong in the sign of Virgo, and on one level it will represent everything perfect. Stupid word, we will talk about it. So you're not aware of your true self. You're not aware that you need to love yourself, to really accept yourself with all the good bad things that you have, with all the flaws. You need to accept yourself right now as it is, and to be okay with that, because Virgos are changeable. So right now can change like this if I want to change. But when I'm not aware of it, it's not changing. I need to be aware of it because Venus in herself carries the energy of Taurus, and Taurus is fixed, and carry the energy of Libra, and Libra is like Libra is changeable, but Taurus here is very fixed. So when you're not aware of the Venus, you cannot change. You're changing on a mental level. And while you're changing on a mental level, you are pragmatical, realistic, judgmental. So judgmental. You are in the need to control things around you, to control yourself and the things around you. You can you can become even angry if something is happening that you're not okay with it. The problem is when something emotional is happening and you are not aware of the things in that precise moment, and you will not stood up for yourself. You will think about that situation, and you will think about every single step, everything that happened. You can think about it for months. How exhausting that is for your brain and your energy. So while you're thinking about it, you are losing your energy. While you're losing your energy, you make your vibrational even lower. And while you make it lower, you're open to bacteria. And you can become, on some level, well, to catch up some illness, something like that. It's so, well, obvious. Very obvious. So, you're judgmental. You're trying to make things perfect. That's a stupid word, and I think that it's very dangerous for the sign of Virgo. There is no such thing as perfect anything. You can make a perfect outfit. You can make a perfect hair, a perfect makeup, but those things are superficial, not important at all. But there is no such thing as perfect life. There is such thing as balanced life, fulfilled life, true life, but perfect life, no. When someone is saying to me that he or she has a perfect life, I know that or they're lying or they're not aware of it, because we are constantly changing, evolving, making our vibrational, our vibrations higher. Sorry. So there is no such thing as perfect anything. Stupid word. So you're not aware of the Venus. You are fixed, even if you're changeable. You're changeable on the mental level by ruining yourself with thoughts. And then Jupiter is spreading all those things, and Neptune is making an illusion. So Virgo can make an illusion that everything is just fine, perfectly fine, and they are on some level, they're dying inside themselves. Trust me, for 2 or 3 years when I was a teenager, I was depressed. No one noticed that because I didn't want to be noticed. And I made everything perfect around me so no one noticed. And then while I was learning all of this and really understanding what's happening there, then I figured out how many mistakes I made with myself. So on a low vibrational level, it will go like this. But on a high vibrational level, everything is different. When you're aware of the Venus, when you're aware of your true self, when you're aware of the love you need to give to yourself, when you're aware of the time you need to give to yourself, then you will stop serving to others. You will start serving to yourself. And then you have the Mercury, who will not be judgmental, who will not seek perfection, who will not be in the moment that he needs to control things, because you're okay with things being changeable, because you're not afraid of it, and then you're not anxious. Everything is so obvious and goes together. So when you're not anxious, when you're not in the mood for seeking perfection, when you don't want to control, then you are able to stand up for yourself, to be open, honest, and to talk from your emotions, because you're aware that the most important part of the sign of Virgo is Venus, not Mercury. Venus. Mercury is good. And because of that exaltation, he gives you the image that you are the brain. Nothing less, nothing more. Just the brain. That's not true. That's definitely not the truth. So when you're aware of the Venus, and when you're aware of the beauty, when you're aware of your sexuality and the needs, your needs, very important for you, when you're aware of the love that you need to give to yourself or to give to others, then Mercury will do everything Mercury will work for you, will put all those good thoughts and help you make it possible, help you make it pragmatic, realistic, and will put it in everyday level. And then Jupiter will spread, because you're not anymore the person, you're not the person who is not trusting yourself. Now you trust yourself, you trust your instinct, you know that you're right, what you feel, that's good. When you're locked up with your emotion, you're not trusting yourself, you seek someone else to tell you on some level what to do. But when you really understand yourself, you're trusting yourself, you trust your emotions, you're open, then Jupiter will spread those things and Neptune will give you imagination. So everything Virgo can imagine, she can put it in a real world and live it like her own fairy tale on some level. But she needs to be open. That is when the Venus is not using that Taurus energy on a bad way, but it's using it on a good way. And then you will stop serving. And when you do something, you're doing it because you wanted to do, not because you're expecting something in return. That's the problem with Virgos. We are expecting something that we didn't give to ourselves. So, my advice to you, when you're doing something for someone, first question is, why I'm doing this? Why? Simple why. You need to ask a lot of whys in your life. Trust me, those things are very good. Second thing, how do I feel? That's something that Virgos totally about to ask themselves. How do I feel by doing this? If you feel good, just go with the flow. Don't expect anything. But if you're not feeling good, ask yourself, why I'm not feeling good? And trust me, the answer will come. And then, instead of serving to others to get something, start serving to yourself to get those things from yourself. And then everything you do for others will be from pure love and need to help someone. And then you will enjoy by doing it, and you will not be judgmental saying, you know, I did this for you, I did that for you, I did this. Virgos can talk too much sometimes, too much. It can be exhausting for themselves and people around them. But when I'm doing from love, because I love you, because I care, because I'm enjoying helping you or doing this for you, I will not say anything because I enjoyed it. And I do not even need a thank you from you. Think about it. So, that's all from me today. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And I hope that this will help someone. Bye.